and then I'll send it to you. So we use the chakra system as well for the shadow aspects of the chakras. So when the chakras are out of balance, there might be things that come up like guilt or or around like the heart chakra, for example. So we would look at that if that comes up and like uncreate that and dissolve that, because you don't want to be carrying out around. And then so you let go of like your limiting beliefs, and then you bring in like a new belief. So you're creating a new neural pathway in your brain and anchoring it into your body with the technique that I'll show you how to do.
Okay.
And part of the system uses like distance healing. So I'm able to check in with your energy with your permission, and then that's how I muscle test. But I can teach you how to muscle test yourself if you want. It's quite interesting to use the technique for yourself and for your clients as well.
Yeah.
So, cool. Well, if you want, we'll do that first, and I'll just show you how to muscle test first.
Okay.
So if you stand up, make sure your feet are you need to be over 200 resonance, because we vibrate at different frequencies. Hopefully you're quite bubbly and you're lovely, your energy's really good, so hopefully you'll be up at a high rate.
Okay.
Cool. So I just want you to literally ask your name. So like, is my name Jane? And hopefully it should go forwards, and that's like the body responding to a positive stimuli. The body responds through the nervous system, through the muscular system. So yeah, just say, is my name Jane? Hopefully it'll move forward.
Is my name Jane?
What? Oh, what did you have a little bit of a?
Sorry. Yeah. Just yeah. I did feel like it's like sort of.
Sometimes it can be a bit subtle. If you've got like a glass of water with you, you could pick up the glass of water and you would say, "Should I been drinking this water?" And your body would hopefully go forwards, because you know it's good for you to try that.
Have I been drinking this smoothie? Oh my goodness. Yeah.
So that's like, yeah, good. And it's the same with a no. So you would pick up like a pen and go, shall I eat this pen? And your body's like, whoa, no. And hopefully it will go back. So that's one way you can check in with the body's response about anything, with your goals and things like that. So cool, can I sit back down? So it's really simple. Really simple. You have an idea in mind, like a goal in mind that you want to look at today?
Yeah, so I've been feeling a bit unfocused at the moment, and I really want to get more clients. I really want to focus on putting my energies out there to make that happen.
Okay, so what's happening throughout the day? Like any?
I have like lists of things to do, and then I get easily distracted.
Right. Okay.
And then when I say to myself, "Look, you really need to do X," then I might suddenly feel like really drained of energy and think, "Oh, I just can't do it right now." It's just, yeah. And I know that's a kind of way of your body just coming up with some bullshit for not doing something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that what we talk into ourselves as well. I can't do this. That's getting reprogrammed into your brain. So the more you tell yourself you can't do this, the more your body can't do it.
I think that I know I can do it, but I don't know if something is stopping me, and I don't know if it's like in the last couple of days, I've had these feelings of inadequacy or not deserving it, or
that's really good to go with. Okay, that's really good. Well, not really good, but you know what I mean. Like, it's good that that's coming up and you're aware of that. So should we look at deserving then? And do you have an idea of how many clients you would like a week? Like,
I would like 15.
15 clients. Cool. So what we'll do is I'm just going to check in with your resonance, like your vibration, to see what that's at.
Okay.
chart. So I use a pendulum system because I find it easier and it's more direct, but you literally could write, one way you could do this at home is that you could write down, and I'll show you on paper. I mean, the frequencies are different, but for example, percentage chart, you could make a chart that was like that. So you got 10% at one end, 50,
All right.
but you could like label it all the way up to 100. And then to make a pendulum, if you don't have one, I don't know if you used them before.
Yeah, I have dabbled previously, years ago.
They're really easy to make. You can just coin or a piece of jewelry and and you don't need to buy a special pendulum. And then you would use it, so you'd wrap it around your index finger, so like so. That makes sure you wrap it around.
Yeah.
The index finger has the most sort of the nervous signals in the index finger, so you get the most direct response from the index finger. You want to make sure you're wrapping it round.
Yeah.
And your hand's not at a weird position. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Cool. So I just check in with your energy. See what's going on. Okay. We're at courage, which is 200, which is good. Ideally, you want to be up over sort of 250, more than that. So I want you to think about a time when you're really grateful for something, like you were really, it could be a client that you really helped. It could be someone that gave you really positive feedback, or the day you qualified as a reflexologist, or yeah, just really feel into that energy as much as you can. And I want you to spark as much emotion as you can, like the feelings of gratefulness, and because this is going to raise your vibration up.
Okay.
So yeah, like really visualize, like you might with a day someone told you you're really good at something, or they were really pleased, or yeah, any situation. Muscle tests at the same time. Feeling into that energy, it's going up. It's really good. Really good. Cool. You can relax now. I don't know if you can see that, but it's gone up to 500, which is love. So we're raising resonance to help you with goals, because if your vibration's like under average, it's really hard to manifest stuff, and it's hard to keep persistent, and we easily slip back into like our doubts and stuff like that. So when you're at a higher vibration, you will naturally find it easier to keep that continuous persistence with moving forward. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's having like non-judgment about it either. So like we all, you know, have this, and having like that non-judgment of it as well. Like, it's just how it is, and that's life. But we don't really want to be sat in that resonance. So I'm just going to make a note of that, like what we've shifted you up to. Cool. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check in your percentage of how aligned you are with your goal. So yeah, it's going to be out of 100.
Okay.
And this is energetically, so your energy. Okay, hopefully you can see this. Okay, we have 50%, which is really good. That's really good. So I do want to raise that up. So we carry around other people's energy, people's that's not stuff that isn't ours. We have lots of burdens we carry on over the years. So I want you to ask yourself, and if you don't know the answer, that's fine. You could do the muscle test. Is all this resistance mine? Is all this undeserving mine? And your subconscious should give you a yes or no. So that way you know that whether it's yours or not. So you can either do this by standing up, and you could ask your subconscious, you can ask it internally and just say, is all this energy mine? Or you can just ask yourself now, you might know.
It's a definite no.
Okay. So I want you to, we use what's called a releasing statement. And it's, I release this resistance, this energy, this feeling of non-deserving. That is not mine.
Okay.
I return it back to origin. With consciousness attached. So it's going way, way back to origin. It's like where it came from. You're not going to be dumping a load of stuff onto someone. It's not really yours to be carrying around. It's not your path. You're not your journey to be carrying around. Like, we're so easy taking on everyone else's stuff, like, because we want to help everyone and we want to like have a bit of that, but it really doesn't serve us in any way. So say that out loud or internally and just notice if you feel any different, energetically.
Okay. I release this feeling of non-deserving that is not mine. I return it back to origin with consciousness attached.
Cool. So I'm just going to check in with your percentage of alignment now with your goal and see if it's shifted up. And it has. It's gone up to 80. So that's really good. So 20%, do you think that's still yours? Do you think there's a bit of yours in there, or do you think?
Yeah, maybe, because maybe I was made to feel like that.
Okay,
but
so
I don't. Sorry?
Old program.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
All right. So then you could say another releasing statement for yourself. So you would say, is there a lesson here? Because there might be a lesson in the wisdom of that. There might be a lesson that we need to learn how to receive, observe, to acknowledge our skills and how good we are at what we do. Like, there's no shame about that. So you could ask the question, is there a lesson here to be learned? Because your body could be telling you something. And then you could say to your body, is this ready to be released? Can I let go of this? I know, and then I am. If you feel that you are, like, I am ready to release and let go of this. This doesn't serve me in any way, shape, or form. It just restricts me. It holds me back. And I'm ready to let go. So you could really sort of talk. You're really talking to your body, like communicating with your body. Because like naturally our logical mind and our ego will try and keep us safe from harm, and that's the thing that it will do. But actually in times like this it just doesn't help. It doesn't really. So you could say that. You can say that internally, like into your subconscious, or you could say it out loud. It doesn't really matter. I think saying things out loud, letting go of it out loud, is more effective personally.
Yeah. Okay. So shall I do that now?
Yeah.
Is there a lesson here to be learned? Is this ready to be released? It doesn't serve me in any way, and I'm ready to let go.
Oh, good. You might get a bit emotional because, like, we're letting go of emotions that don't really serve us, like stagnant emotions. So just acknowledge that.
Yeah.
Don't sit in the emotion. Just like use it as a tool to. It's like that wisdom. It's like, thanks for showing up. Grateful for that. And you could say, like, you could do what's called like a forgiveness thing, like a forgiveness prayer. I don't know if you've heard of it. And it's just a really I think it's like a shamanic prayer actually, but it's the Ho'oponopono prayer.
Okay, no, I haven't heard that.
And it's really simple. All you just say, I'm sorry, heart, please forgive me, I love you. And that is all you say. And then because the heart responds to the brain responds to the heart. It's again, it's like communication that is really powerful in letting go of possibly other layers of stuff. So I hope that makes sense. You could use that.
Okay.
Let go of things. So you're not, you know, you're not sitting in the emotion, because that's not quite nice sometimes. It can be a bit horrible. You don't want to be sitting in that. You want to just allow it to come, allow it to go, it's gone. You don't want to be having it hanging around, really, like a dark shadow that's there. Cool. So we'll check in with your energy alignment now to see how aligned you are with your goal. Hopefully it's gone up. Sure it will. So yeah, that is 100%. That's awesome. So energetically, you are aligned with your goal. Now, what we need to look into next would be your subconscious and your conscious mind. So
Okay.
I check in again with the conscious mind to see how aligned you are with your goal. Right, so we've got like a little, literally a zero and nothing's aligned. Hence the block, what's going on. So again, you could say, is this all mine? Consciously, this is all mine, like, or is it an old pattern? And say, use the release and statement. I release and let go of this resistance. This doesn't serve me. I return it back to origin or source.
Okay. I release this feeling of non-deserving that is not mine. I return it back to origin with consciousness attached.
And then you could have a positive statement, and you're nodding, you know, you're nodding, it's all about body language. Like, yes, I totally deserve 15 clients a week. Like, really, like, that's so easy. It's easy. You know, you could think of a time when something happened that was just so easy. You didn't even have to try, it just happened naturally. So you're anchoring a feeling, you're anchoring it in a visual image of that. So you're matching that frequency. So when you're using like a positive statement of, I deserve 15 clients a week. The reason I deserve this is because of this, this, and this. I'm amazing at what I do. People love what I offer. So you're really having that really positive conversation with yourself. And there are other pillars of alignment that we go into detail, but this is just one of the pillars of alignment. So we have what's called pillars of alignment. Now this is one of them, so it's the deserving. And it's one of the alignments that can be out of balance and can hold us back. So just shifting the deserving up can make you feel deserving. So you would have that conversation with yourself, you know, really get into it, like really express it through your body language, like nodding, like yes, like really feeling you're ready, you're deserving, and just have that conversation, like why not? Like this is completely possible. Other people manage it. If other people manage it, I can manage it, you know, and it's completely possible. So you really are giving yourself that positive influence, and then bringing into mind a image into your brain. So if you can visualize clients, ideally, even if you can visualize clients that you've worked with before, you can create what's called like energy balls. So you imagine like 15 energy balls, and you can try and manipulate the energy balls into like people. So you've got like 15 people. It's the power of suggestion and the power of visualization is mind-blowing, and it works. And it's very powerful. So if you can start to visualize like 15 energy balls, or even you can visualize 6, and then you visualize another, and then you visualize another, and you like build upon the balls, and then you imagine you're drawing those like people into your energy, like you're drawing them in. So you're literally like drawing those energy balls in. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's really powerful visualization technique. And sometimes it can be tricky, like you might get a bit foggy around the head and being able to clearly see those energy balls. So you could change the colour of the fog. So say if it's like a grey fog, you can't clearly see the 15 energy balls, then you could try and change the colour in your mind, like to a yellow or like a brighter colour or a shape or an image. So you're changing and you're manipulating your own visual image yourself. So it just bypasses the subconscious mind, which is really powerful.
Okay, yeah.
There it goes, really cool. Cool, so I'm just going to check in with your subconscious alignment now. Okay, so it's gone up to 50%. So again, you could use that releasing statement of I release and let go of any resistance that's holding me back from attracting 15 clients a week. And if you feel that there's some block around non-deserving, like imagine the people that need your help. Like it's not about you, it's about them. Like they need you. So like when it's not about you, it's easier.
Yeah.
It's just like those people need you. Like there's so many people suffering with migraines, like they need you. So when you shift it and it's not about you, it's about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, you could say that release statement of
Okay. So I release and let go of any resistance that's holding me back from getting 15 clients a week.
Cool. I'm going to check in with your energy now to see where that's gone up to. Awesome. So that's at 100 now. Do you feel different? Do you feel
I do, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
I
main
feel a lot sort of clearer in my head, like I can do things. So I've been trying to do this visualization for the last few days that I've learned, and and I can't keep my mind focused on it. My mind keeps drifting off and going to other places, and I keep trying to bring it back. And I know it takes a bit of practice, so yeah, so I'm not beating myself up about it, but just
And you could use the power statement of I say yes to visualization 3 times. You're giving yourself permission to visualize. That's very powerful. I'm just going to write that down. So we were at 0 and that moved that up to 100. So finally what we'll do is we'll do the subconscious. So we did the conscious mind. So that's like the analytical mind, like logical, totally possible. Subconsciously, that might be out of balance. It's like, no, it's not possible. It's not going to happen. So we'll bring that into alignment now. So I will just make a note of that. Cool. So this is where most of our stuff holds us back from in our subconscious. 97% of our life is subconscious, all through subconscious. So it's kind of mind-blowing when you realise that our life is governed by our subconscious mind. Right, so that's at 40% of alignment. So again, is that yours? Or is that old patterns, old beliefs?
Probably old patterns, because there's no reason for it.
Cool. So you can say the statement again, like I release this resistance in my subconscious that has led me to believe that I am not deserving.
Okay, I release this resistance in my subconscious that has led me to believe I'm not deserving.
I return it back to source.
I return it back to source.
With consciousness attached.
With consciousness attached.
Cool, so that's gone up to 70 now. And then, so that's probably some of yours. So again, is there a lesson here? Subconscious, like what are you trying to prove? It's going up already. It's going up to 90 now. I think you're just letting it go naturally. It's coming out. Good. Now it's at 100 anyway. You don't even have to say the statement. That's good. Cool. So that wasn't all that was someone else's. Like literally
Yeah.
about it was actually not yours.
Mm.
Scary. So that's like a first stage process of what we would do. We would like check in with your subconscious, check in with your conscious, check in with your energy. And then we would go into the chakra system. So we would look through the chakras, see what's holding you back, like what imbalances there are. There's anything coming up for you, like emotionally or physically in your body? You get any emotional or physical feedback at all?
Yeah, I feel a little bit cold,
Okay.
like temperature-wise,
Okay.
sort of inside.
Okay. Okay.
That was especially at the start.
Okay. Is that
Feeling,
still there, or
sorry,
that's still there?
I'm getting a bit warmer now than I was, yeah. And feeling a bit freer, sort of here in my top chest.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. And as we say, I feel like I can see clearer, like literally physically see clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've like lifted a veil of
Yeah.
illusion, because like fears and all of that stuff, lots of are just illusions.
Mm.
They're not real.
Yeah.
It's like if you imagine like it's like a protection blanket of like I'm staying safe, rather than like I'm gonna just let go of all the baggage, which is kind of scary. You know, it takes a huge amount of vulnerability to be open and allow stuff to come up.
Mm.
There's actually a lot of strength from that. So that's really good. So checking in with temperature then. How cold are you feeling out of 100? Like if you were really freezing, like 100 is like ice.
Oh, so right now, probably about 55.
All right. So I want you to go to what we call the whiteboard. And you imagine a whiteboard.
Mm-hmm.
If you try and imagine and visualize or dial, so you've got 0% at one end and it goes all the way up to 100, like a speedometer. And I want you to put the temperature on there, like coldness. And I want you, if it's a 55, I want you to try and visually bring it down to 0 in your mind. Like if you can try. And let me know if anything comes back emotionally or physically, if you get any feedback from your body from that.
Yeah. Yes. I feel quite cold. Yeah. And it's making me feel like I'm shrinking.
Okay, so go to the shrinking feeling. So if you imagine like a shrinking feeling, so if you imagine if you literally are trying to imagine a whiteboard and you've got the shrinking feeling on the whiteboard, like how it feels, try and imagine the opposite if you can, like the expansive grow. It's like a plant, you're growing, it's blooming, it's it's expansive, it's budding, it's blooming, coming out of the roots, just like really confident. The sun enables it to grow and expand, and then try and bring that sort of shrinking feeling down to 0 if you can. Let me know if it gets stuck in your body anywhere, if there's any resistance. Just take your time with that.
It wants to stay in the hot with the lush green growing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep feeling into that. I'm really feeling into that, how that feels within you emotionally, like physically and emotionally. Try and draw that feeling, that visual into your body, that expansiveness, that growth, that warmth, that amazing part of your being. Like you are here to do this line of work. This is your path. and try and connect the two if you can. Like each petal, each bloom is a part of you, like your skills, your knowledge, your character, your values, all of that. Really feel into that as much as you can into your body, drawing the energy in. Like really feel it in your heart, like go back to that gratitude feeling again, being grateful for your skills, your knowledge, your clients, being grateful that they're coming to you with ease. You don't even have to try, they just come to you naturally. And let me know if anything's shifting or changing.
So every now and then it sort of goes a bit grey and shrinks back a bit.
Okay.
Bring it back.
Okay. Okay. And is that yours? Is like resistance again? Is that, do you feel like that's all yours?
No, I don't.
So I let go of these layers of coldness, this shrinking that isn't mine. I'm not carrying it anymore. You can say this into your mind's eye if you want. I return it back to origin with consciousness attached. And then go back to the feeling of being shrinking. If you can draw it down on the dial, down to 0, ideally.
Yeah, I don't like it here very much.
You don't like it? No. How do you mean?
Going back down to 0. Everything's gone like grey.
Okay. Try and change the colour of that if you can. Like change it to a yellow. Like imagine what the sun looks like. Or like the grass or something that's really positive. You know, something that's, and if anything's coming up for you, let me know, because that's probably what's blocking. Knowing it's all okay.
It's making me feel a bit anxious.
Okay. So just close your eyes and open your eyes again. I mean, just so anxious. Is that yours?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like
And
mine.
do you know what that's in relation to?
Yeah.
Are you anxious in any particular way for any particular reason?
Well, I shouldn't be right now, but I've been in the past.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you go to that feeling of anxiety, is it to do with like the future or the past or the present moment?
Yeah, definitely past.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you will do what's called a clearing statement of any past stuff if you want. It's quite a long one.
Okay.
Cool. So I'm going to read it out. So I don't know if you know about soul contracts and stuff or if you're into any of that, but we hold on to stuff that we might have connected with other people, and we hold on, we give ourselves to everyone else, and we say that we were going to stick by people or all this, or people might stick by us, and we get very much energetically entangled with past people or past, it could be a relationship or parents or whatever, and actually it restrains us, and it can make us feel very anxious, and it can make us feel very stuck, because when it's not ours, that actually goes way back, and it can make us feel very just not connected and a bit disconnected. So I'll read it out to you and you can say it at the same time if you like.
Mm-hmm.
So any and all soul contracts that are not mine.
Sorry, say that again.
Any and all soul contracts that are not mine.
Any and all soul contracts that are not mine.
All those that are ready to be released.
All those are ready to be released.
Are cleansed, cleared, and dissolved from all parts of me.
Are cleansed, cleared, and resolved from all parts.
I transmute all soul contracts across all time.
I transmute all soul contracts across all time.
Space, dimension, reality, and universes in the past.
Space, dimension, universes, and reality in the past.
For present and future.
Or present and future.
I release all fear of reprimand.
I release all fear of reprimand.
Repercussion and punishment related to releasing any soul contract.
Repercussion and punishment relating to releasing any soul contract.
Since these are finished, no longer serving their original purpose.
Since these are finished, no longer serving their original purpose.
And were initiated by myself.
And were initiated by myself.
Cool. So any energetic cords.
So any energetic cords.
Energetic entanglement.
Energetic entanglement.
Birth trauma.
Birth trauma.
Death trauma.
Death trauma.
All unnecessary vows are now released.
All unnecessary vows are now released.
Cool. And all energetic residue.
All energetic residue.
And residual energy.
And residual energy.
That is no longer serving me and my higher purpose.
That is no longer serving me and my higher purpose.
And my divine purpose are now released.
And my divine purpose are now released.
Cool. Last paragraph. I'm cleared of all connection to these soul contracts.
I'm cleared of all connection to these soul contracts.
And can align with my divine connection with my destiny.
And can align with my divine
connection with my destiny.
It
is done.
It is done.
Awesome. So you have that recorded anyway. So we use that statement if you feel like you've got like some soul contract from the past you might have held on to, or someone's energetically entangled within your energy. Like we have so much that we get attached to, and it's just, yeah, it's not ours. It's not ours to be lifting and carrying around. And actually some of the soul contracts that we had, people that we say we might have helped, and yeah, we don't want to be dealing with that. So checking with anxiety, how is that feeling now?
Yeah, better, thanks.
That's all right. So if you checked in with that feeling in your body anywhere, would you say it's 0, or is it sort of in between, or is it completely dissolved?
I think there's a tiny little bit there, possibly.
Okay. So if there's a tiny little bit there, can you go to the whiteboard or the speed dial and try and just bring it down to 0? Would it easily just move if you saw it? Remember, the power of visualization is very powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. So going back to the thinking of shrinking and being cold, like how are you feeling now?
A lot better.
Yeah. So out of 100, how much are you feeling that feeling of shrinking? Roughly.
Oh, about 3%.
Oh, that's nothing. Brilliant. Can you bring that down to 0?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. So how are you feeling now after all of that? You have any questions?
No, I feel a bit stronger.
Do you? That's good. You're sitting in your energy now, like you're not having other people's energy within you. And being a therapist as well, like I used to carry everyone else's energy. I didn't realise to the point of how much I was carrying it around. And like, what's going on? You know, so yeah, it's important that every time you work with a client that you use your clearing statement always. You can do it before and after.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so you're not taking on everyone else's stuff, and just like check in with your energy throughout the day. Like, be aware of, you know, if something comes up for you, like you've got a belief that comes up, like, oh, I'm worried about this. Like, just sit and just take a moment and just again ask whether it's yours.
Mm.
Let go of it. Just having that presence of, you know, not allowing it to consume you. So, how do you feel about, you said you were unfocused and you wanted to get more clients and you were easily distracted and drained and you felt inadequate. How are you feeling in relation to those statements now?
I'm feeling a lot clearer,
Okay.
focused, and I feel, yeah, definitely clearer in my head.
That's good.
Less foggy, muddled. Yeah, and I feel just stronger. Like, yeah, got this.
Yeah. That's really good. Cool.
It is really good, thank you.
Oh, that's all right. It's just like a nice process to be able to like get, it's quite quick as well when you start working through the process of getting rid of these beliefs and dissolving.
Mm.
And it goes into deeper than that. Like you can go into, like I say, the chakra system. Goes into, we have lots of money blocks as well, like toxic money blocks that hold us back, like fear of success and fear of numbers. Be one of them.
Yeah, fear of numbers only because, um, um, yeah, I can't really hold numbers in my head.
Is that
um,
numbers in general, like financial numbers or like client numbers?
oh, no, not client numbers. No, but if I'm like looking at loads of numbers,
Oh, okay.
like if I see the number, I don't know, 947, and
Yeah.
then I see the number 1104. To
Yeah.
me, 947 is a bigger number.
Oh, right.
Starts
Yeah.
with a 9. So, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, but when it comes to, like, and I definitely know the numbers I want. Yeah. So,
That's good. That's good. And there's no fear around. How do you feel about getting 15 clients now a week?
yes, thank you very much. Yeah, I have
You,
them.
you have them. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's belief. Um, and then remember to go back. So we've shifted a load of stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to anchor that feeling in. So you released a load of shifts and baggage, and then we want to anchor that state in. So I want you to create a power statement for yourself, like a mantra that's really powerful. And I tend to use I easily magnetize 10 clients with speed and ease, and that's quite a nice one. Magnetizing, or I'm a magnet for clients, is quite a good one. But be specific on what you want. So 15 exactly, then it's really powerful. So you can say, I easily magnetize 15 ideal clients, because you want them to be ideal. You don't just want them to be like random clients. And you'll have in your mind your ideal client, you know, someone that has a migraine or someone's got an ailment.
Mm-hmm.
um, with speed and ease, because you want it fast, you want it now. The more you're programming this into your subconscious, the frequency can match with those people that are looking for someone like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It has to come from within you. So you would use this power statement. I would highly recommend you use it 10 times in the morning. You can do it 10 rounds of 3 rounds of 10. You
Mm-hmm.
can do 100 rounds. Like, you can honestly go as long as you like and just keep going through the process. And then I like to do sort of 3 rounds of 10, which feels really good. And I like to nod with it as well, because it's that positive encouragement that that's a yeah, like a positive yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to the thymus. So it's just located here. And what we're going to do is get your index finger and thumb, and then you can anchor in a statement. So you would anchor in, what you do is you tap it in, and you say your power statement. You can either say it out loud or internally. I magnetize 15 perfect clients with speed and ease every week. And you really tap it in till you have a bit of a sigh, like you have almost a shift, and you can feel the sigh of relief.
Mm-hmm.
So really thump it in, like it's called the thymus thump. And you thump it in, and then you feel into the energy. Like, you can go back to the visualization, close your eyes and really start visualizing those clients coming in, those energy balls, and like really feeling into you physically. They're on your couch, you're treating them. So the more you visualize, the more you can create. Okay.
Yeah.
You would do that and you shift it. And I highly recommend the best time to do that is in the morning and before you go to bed at night. But I do my statement sort of multiple times throughout the day. And really feel into the belief of it. I don't just say it, but like say it with intent and like the energy of that.
Yeah.
And one last thing, which I'll show you how to do, is you cross your right hand over your left, so like that.
Yeah.
And you cross your right foot over your left.
Yeah.
Anchoring in, and then again you can close your eyes and say the statement, because this is going to reprogram. You've probably used this before, yeah?
I have with another therapist I met, and you should meet her because you would just get on like house on fire.
Is that Abigail? Was it you showed
No,
me?
no, I shared with Abigail and Annie, didn't I? But
Oh,
this lady's called Claire Devonshire, and she's based in
oh,
Horsham, and
oh,
she's
cool.
just amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, you would love her. I'll put you in touch with each other.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you'd want to sit here between 1 to 5 minutes and just sit, and you visualize. You can sit, you can lay down, you can relax, and just again visualize your programming in, really programming in. And you don't have to do the programming in all the time. The main thing is you're doing the thump. So how do you feel? Did you enjoy the session? Like, do you have any questions?
Yeah, I loved it. Thanks. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I haven't got any questions right now, but if you think of any, is it right if I message you with them?
Yeah, let me know what comes up for you over the next couple of days as well, because you've released a load of layers. Your subconscious is going to go crazy now, and it's going to be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, like
Yeah.
shift, and you'll be like, oh wow, but you might not realize what you've shifted, and things will happen. So it's really important to be aware of, oh wow, I feel so productive, I've done this, this, and this, and
Yeah.
realizing it. So yeah, be aware of that. And what else was I going to say? There was something else. I can't remember what I was going to say now. It's not gone out of my mind. It's in my mind. Yeah, journal. Like, write down stuff that comes up for you, because it's really important to be aware of emotions that come up, physical feelings in the body that come up.
Mm.
So the tools you can use is everything I've taught you. So like bringing the resistance down, the speed dial down to 0. Like if there's a fear of something that comes up, bring it down to 0. If you can visualize like changing the color of it, changing the trying to visualize the opposite and feeling to the opposite of that feeling. and acknowledge, like, don't give yourself a hard time when something comes up. Like, acknowledge it's there. Step outside of yourself. Like, imagine your astral body stepping outside, and you're visualizing so you're looking at yourself, but from your astral body, and you are just seeing that that's part of you. Okay, it's an emotion. It's just your emotional body. It's not all of you. And you're observing rather than being sat in that emotion.
Cool.
So yeah, and drink loads of water.
Yeah.
Because that will keep your resonance up. Yeah, I can't think of anything else to. I'm sure there's other things, but yeah, it goes into more than that. There's a lot of that's part of, that's what I would do in a first sort of session, just shifting the baggage that we don't need. And hopefully you found it empowering. You find that you're more in your personal. You're in your power now. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I was going to say, I don't think we set a date for swapsies, did we? Because we were talking about.
Yeah, I think Monday. Is it Monday?
What did we did? Oh, see,
Yeah, Monday.
Is it on Monday? Let me just make sure I've got it in my calendar. Oh yeah, it's in my calendar. Excellent. You're coming to me, aren't you?
Yeah.
So have we sent you the address and everything?
No. Can you
please
send?
I'll do that now then. Yeah. Brilliant. All right, no, it's 12 o'clock, isn't it?
Yay. I look forward to that. I haven't had a holiday in so long. Oh my God.
Yay. Okay. Well, thanks so much. And I will see you on Monday, Donna.
Yeah, see you then. Take care.
And
I'll send you a recording of this as well.
Oh, lovely. And yeah, I'm happy if you want to post it up on whatever. And
oh, cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.
Cool. Bye. All right. Lots of love. Bye. Bye. Bye.